Hey guys, got Level here, and today we're going to be reviewing the FIFINE K678. Alright, first thing I gotta say is that I love this little box, this little cube thingy. It's so cool and has the logo, the FIFINE logo in there, if you can see it. No, probably not. Alright, so when FIFINE approached me to review this microphone, I was a little skeptical because you know me, I don't like mics that are just sitting on the desk. Most of my audience are live streamers, gamers that are slapping their mouse around and then playing on mechanical keyboards. But I personally have been using a sitting on the desk setup for the past month, and it has been doing pretty well. So how does the FIFINE K678 compare? This is what we're gonna find out. I'm gonna give you the pros, the cons, the cool things about this one, the not so cool things about this one, and of course I'll end up telling you who I believe this mic is for. And let's begin. So the FIFINE K678 comes in this little cube box that is so cute. I love it. And once you open the box, it opens up top. You will immediately see pretty much everything that is included in it is the mic stand, the mic itself, the little adapter, and then a mini USB cable. I'm not mad against the mini USB. Actually, it's good that I have an extra cable, especially since it's detachable. So when it comes to the mic stand, first of all, you need to know that this is metal. It feels like cast iron because it's it's heavy and really solid. It has those two knobs that you can use to attach your microphone, and then you can fasten it to make it really tight if you want to. The whole mic can actually rotate a full 360 degrees with no issues. At first, when I plugged in the cable, I plugged it on the wrong side. It was getting in the way. I just flipped the mic. Boom. Problem solved. Right, I kind of like the branding on the cable. It is pretty thick, feels like high quality cable, although I would have preferred if it was braided. Alright, so for the little adapter that comes with it, it's a, I always forget what this is, but it's a universal microphone mount adapter, and then the thread that goes into the microphone is actually a 1/4" thread. It's like the universal threading for cameras. That means that if you have a tripod, if you have a boom pole, anything that you have that mounts with a camera, you can mount this microphone onto it. But more on that later, because as well as this is a pro, it's also a con. So once we have our microphone plugged in, we will see at the front where the logo is, there is a red, it's a green LED at first, and then there's a button that you can mute the mic with, which will turn red. I think that's already amazing because you can't mute yourself accidentally if there's a red LED right in front of you. At the back, we will notice two different knobs, one for the microphone volume and then another one for the monitor, because you can indeed plug in a pair of headphones to the microphone directly in order to monitor yourself. Something that I also realized while plugging it into my computer is that you can also use this sort of like an interface. Basically, you can output your computer's audio straight into the mic using it as a mixer, as an interface. And although there's no software to actually separate the tracks, kind of like the Elgato Wave would do, it is still a good feeling to see that companies are integrating this into their microphones now, giving you more control over what we used to have before. Alright, the overall design, I have to say that I love. The mic stand, the stand that this desk stand is amazing. There are little rubber pads at the bottom, so it's non-slip, like really it grips to your table pretty much. But the quality of it, you can feel like this is not going to degrade or go anywhere. It really feels like cast iron. That's how heavy duty it is. The mic itself has this matte texture. It feels like, I don't know if it's powdered, but it feels super soft and great to handle, even though that makes it a little more easy to put like fingerprints on. The pickup pattern is cardioid. I still don't know how to pronounce that, but I talked behind the mic and it seemed to work really well. The only dead spot, quote unquote, is right at the top of it, so it might look like something that you would talk at the tip top of it, but no, you have to talk straight in front of the logo because that's where the capsule is meant to capture your voice. Okay, so let's talk about my fears. My fear when I get a microphone that is meant to just stand on your desk is, first of all, the distance between your mouth and the actual microphone. The problem with that is that if it's meant to capture your voice as loud as possible while you're at a distance, that means that any noise, any vibration that is at the same distance from you or louder than you is going to be picked up as well. And indeed, this mic, when there's no effect, there's no noise suppression or no noise gates, it actually captures everything. That led me to believe that this mic is definitely not meant to be for an amateur setup in a certain way. This mic is mostly made for a pro setup because your environment needs to be acoustically treated. Mine is not, so you're probably hearing more reverb than you would hear in a normal home studio setup. But also, if you have like your windows open, there's car passing by, if you have children in the next room, it's most likely going to pick it up, and it's going to be hard for you with the desk setup at least to actually suppress that noise. Now, talking about noise and different setups, this adapter that came with it is, as I said, it's 1/4 inch or I don't know what it's called. It's universal camera mount, basically. You can put it on a tripod, but that also means that it's not meant to go, it doesn't seem to be going in any shock mount whatsoever. So if you're doing music, you know, you have your microphone arm, the microphone will sound good, but that is assuming that you are in an environment where the sound is treated, you know, there's no noise. If you're using something like a mechanical keyboard or anything of that sort, this mic will pick it up, and it does a good job when it comes to the desk itself. I'm gonna be tapping on the desk while I'm talking right now. I'm tapping with my nails, and I'm just tapping with my fingers. It does a pretty good job compared to other mics, but it's still not optimal. A little tip that I can give you is put maybe like an old t-shirt or if you have foam or anything that can dampen the sound. It does have rubber pads, but it's not enough to dampen like completely the sound. If you have your computer actually on the table, you know, emitting vibrations from the fans, it will go directly through the mic and you might get a little hum. So yes, if you're in an office, a real studio, a home studio, if you're a musician and your environment is already treated, this mic is actually amazing. Now, once it's on the desk, of course there's that distance between you and the mic, so it will pick up more reverb, but you can also get really, really close to it and you actually get a pretty decent, like not just decent, you actually get a great quality out of this mic by getting a little closer to it. I'm speaking on the side of it so that my plosives don't hit it directly, since it doesn't have a mic beanie, even though it does handle the pops pretty well, even without any pop filters or beanies. I need to stop calling it a mic beanie. But anyways, right now I actually have a couple of filters. This is not what it sounds like straight out of the box. My first tip when you get this mic is go into your Windows setting and turn the volume down to about 80%. I think I have it at 80 or 75% or something like that. The capsule is really sensitive, so if you have it at 100, not only it will pick up all the noise, but it will saturate easily, very, very, very easily. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read a couple of things and let you know what the quality will feel like when you're reading, if you're doing voiceover, podcasting, or even singing close to it. Okay, so this is what the FIFINE K678 sounds without any plugins, without any filters added to it. So if you just connect it to your computer right out of the box, this is what it will sound like. I'm going to get closer so you can get a better idea of what it would sound like if you were doing like a solo podcast or a voiceover or anything of that sort. After you click the button subscribe me to the list and next manage your preferences, to finish registration, tell us the model you are interested in. We will send you the promo info/discount code and 2-year warranty code as well. P.S. If you cannot update your preferences, just redo the subscription process. This is the FIFINE K678 without any filter added. And now, this is what the FIFINE K678 sounds like with basic OBS filters. That is one noise gate, a VST plugin and equalizer, and also a compressor. This summer, get ready for the action-packed live-action movie starring Guy Level. So in conclusion, I truly believe that it can be compared. Quality-wise, there's no problem there. This is a mic that sounds really good, but the applications stay professional, basically. The applications are in a treated environment. Once again, I don't think this mic is for amateurs at all. I don't think you can just buy this mic and place it in any environment and believe that it will work right. I know that most of my subscribers are actually live streamers, so I understand that this mic may not be for gaming. That is, if you do gaming. But if you do something like art, if you do just chatting, for example, if you read stuff on stream, this mic will sound great. It will sound great as long as you're not slapping your mic against the table and typing on a mechanical keyboard. This mic is just fine. Is FIFINE. Now, when it comes to the cons, obviously, I would love every mic should have the opportunity for us to put it on a universal shock mount. Now, I understand you want to innovate. The design is where this is a pro, you know, the design is beautiful, but unfortunately, we can't put it in a normal. I mean, you can probably, but you will have to. It will probably look weird. The little adapter that comes with it does not allow us to do that directly. Of course, pros again, the mic sounds amazing. For a plug and play mic, no issues. You plug it and then it sounds like it sounds right now after a couple of filters. Watch my video about the basic filters that you should put on every mic that you just got. And then another con is, honestly, FIFINE, I love you. I love you. The FIFINE is probably one of the only companies out there that are actually listening to us. So if you have any feedback for FIFINE, they will most likely actually read the comments and take them into consideration. But one of my biggest concern with this mic has nothing to do with the mic itself. It has to do with the name. K678 is not a memorable name. I've reviewed a mini FIFINE microphone now, and they all have a K something and numbers. The problem with that is that I cannot recommend mics if I can't remember their name. I think it's time for you to hire someone maybe in your marketing to come up with like cool name. This is like a full matte black, beautiful looking microphone. So it could be like the FIFINE Shadow, the FIFINE Sombra, the FIFINE Darkness, you know, the Darkness 1, the Darkness 2. Cute names like that people can immediately remember, so that if I'm recommending if I have to recommend a microphone to someone who's looking to buy a new microphone, I can say, oh, get the FIFINE Shadow. And it would be that easy. Instead, I have to memorize K678. Not great for not great marketing. But that, to be honest, that's my biggest problem with this mic. Other than that, I actually love it. You have to directly speak into the front of the microphone where the logo is, kind of like most other microphones. But if you go left or right, it doesn't go out of range too much, which is so much better than my old setup. But that's it. Let me know what you think of how it sounds, and if you would want to get this mic, or if you have any suggestions for FIFINE, also leave them in the comment section below. If you are looking for some dope overlays to make your Twitch channel look good, go to gumroad.com/getlevel. This is where I keep them. There's a lot of them that are free, and then the rest is just super affordable. I've been posting more and more templates recently, things like social media pop-ups, Stream Deck icons, YouTube banners, and stuff like that, and I will continue posting them. Also join the Discord if you have any questions about streaming. There's about 1,000 of us in there, so if you have anything to ask, I feel like we can answer your questions. But you can also participate and maybe make some friends. Networking. If you are one of those live streamers that play games on stream, slap the mouse all around, mechanical keyboard, all that, FIFINE also has a pack that is more suited for a gamer, and I made a tutorial on that, so go look at that. Go watch that video and decide for yourself. I believe it's also cheaper, so it might be a better suit for you. But if you do want to get the K678, there will be links in the description, probably Amazon affiliate links, so if you buy them from my link, I'm getting a little bit commission. That being said, as usual, I am not being paid to do this review. I'm definitely not being paid to say anything positive. Everything I say in this video, purely my opinion. And I will see you guys next time. Go out there, make me proud. Get level out.